Still awake? Good. Because Netflix just dropped 10 horror thrillers in 2025 that'll make you question your Wi-Fi, your neighbors, maybe even your own heartbeat. We're talking psychological horror that chews on your sanity, supernatural thrillers that won't let you sleep, and a couple cult classic horrors you'll regret pressing play on. So grab a blanket, turn off that one suspicious lamp, and stay close. It only gets darker. Number 10. Unfriended, 2014. This isn't just a supernatural thriller. It's a Zoom call from hell.
God, you hear me?
Why is he counting down?
I'm signing off.
No, he'll kill you.
A group of friends think they're just chatting online, until a dead classmate logs in. Yeah, awkward. Director Levan Gabriadze turns your everyday laptop screen into a death trap, with Shelley Hennig leading the "Why are we still here?" panic. Every pain, every glitch, every exposed secret feels like a stab in the dark. It's not the scariest movie ever, but for me it's a 6.5 out of 10, a clever digital seance that'll make you stare suspiciously at your notifications. But if you think technology is scary, wait until you see what a hostage situation feels like in real time. Number 9. I Hostage, 2022. This one isn't supernatural. It's psychological horror disguised as a 5-hour panic attack.
Geef me een uur.
Je schiet allemaal kogels door hem heen, ja?
Liggen, nu, lekker!
A terrorist takes over an Apple store in Amsterdam. Random shoppers, now trapped. And one poor guy who just wanted a new iPhone. Yeah, he's our accidental main character. Director Bobby Borman shoots it like we're there. Fluorescent lights buzzing, every silence sharp enough to slice. It's raw, it's tense, and while it drags in places, I'd call it a 7 out of 10. Nerve-grinding suspense that proves people are scarier than ghosts. And speaking of people, you ever meet neighbors who are just too friendly?
Yes.
Number 8. The Ones Below, 2015. This is psychological horror wrapped in a baby shower from hell.
I love you, baby.
Clemence Poesy and Stephen Campbell Moore play a couple expecting their first child. Their neighbors downstairs, David Morrissey and Laura Byrne, seem perfect, too perfect. Director David Farr builds dread out of the tiniest details. A lullaby through the floor, a stare too long, a note slipped under the door. It's polite, it's civil, until it isn't. For me it's a 7.5 out of 10. Slow, unnerving, and perfect if you enjoy your paranoia domestic. But the next story doesn't just creep inside your house, it drags you into the woods. Number 7. Killing Ground, 2016. Camping trip, remote beach. You already know, this won't end with s'mores.
You gotta make the most of your opportunities.
Aaron Peterson and Harriet Dyer stumble across an abandoned tent, and a child wandering alone. Director Damien Power then plays with time, showing us the past and present weaving into one brutal, inevitable outcome. The realism here? Disturbing. There's no monster, but the humans are nightmare fuel enough. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Harsh, relentless, a survival story where nature isn't the enemy, people are. But what if survival isn't even possible, because your own body betrays you? Number 6. Disappear Completely, 2022. Imagine losing your senses, one by one, not by illness, but by a curse.es. Photographer Santiago, played by Harold Torres, thinks he's untouchable. He snaps crime scenes like souvenirs. Then something follows him home, and starts taking pieces of him away. Director Luis Javier Henan blends psychological horror with body horror. And it works. Every sense gone is like watching the world shrink into a coffin. For me an 8 out of 10. Grim, stylish, and cruel in exactly the right way. But curses are one thing. What about secrets that claw their way out of grief? Number 5. A Widow's Game, 2023. Funeral Black hides a lot of things, mostly lies.
Estado civil.
Viuda.
In Valencia, Maj, played by Clara Segura, loses her husband to what looks like a tragic accident. Inspector Eva, Ana Clotet, starts peeling back layers and discovers betrayal, manipulation, and a crime web dirtier than the garage it began in. It's less jump scare horror, more thriller noir with a razor edge. But that makes it sting harder. I'd call it an 8 out of 10. A slow burn spider's web where every character is more venomous than they look. And if you like secrets hiding in plain sight, wait until you see what's locked in the basement. Number 4. I Came By, 2022. Graffiti as rebellion. Graffiti as protest. Graffiti as discovering a prisoner chained in some rich guy's dungeon.
So empowering. Do you want to know what happened?
Babak Anvari directs this sharp thriller, with George McKay as the reckless street artist who picks the wrong house. And Hugh Bonneville, yes, the guy from Downton Abbey, as a monster in a cardigan. The tension climbs quick, and once it sinks its teeth in, you're done. For me, it's an 8.2 out of 10, a social thriller with horror undertones. Proving that justice isn't always the one holding the keys. But justice has nothing on obsession. Number 3. Kiss the Girls, 1997. Classic 90s cult classic horror vibes here.
Word. I think our guy's a little different. I bet these women are alive. Killing's not his ulterior motive. This guy's a collector.
Morgan Freeman is Dr. Alex Cross, a forensic psychologist chasing the disappearance of his niece. Ashley Judd is the survivor who escaped the predator known only as Casanova. Gary Fleder directs it like a grim riddle, each clue twisting deeper into obsession. It's dated in style but sharp in suspense. I'd say it's an 8.3 out of 10, a dark crime thriller where every rose petal hides thorns. But what if the end of the world doesn't come from a man, but from nature itself? Number 2. The Girl with All the Gifts, 2016. Zombie films are tired, but this one mutates the formula.
What did you do?
Gemma Arterton plays the teacher, Patty Considine the soldier, and Senia Nanua, the gifted child caught between monster and messiah. Director Colm McCarthy gives us a world ravaged by a fungal plague where kids carry both the infection and a flicker of humanity. It's haunting, sad, and beautiful. For me, it's a 9 out of 10. Apocalyptic horror with a soul, forcing us to ask who deserves survival. But the darkest story tonight isn't about the end of the world, it's about digging into the grave of your own past. Noonbay 1. Tell No One, 2006. 8 years after his wife's death, Dr. Alexander, played by Francois Cluzet, gets an email with a video. She's alive. Or is she? Guillaume Canet directs this French psychological horror thriller like a trapdoor. Every time you think you've hit solid ground, it opens again. Corpses surface, memories bleed, love twists into paranoia. It's long, complex, and worth every second. For me, it's a 9.5 out of 10, a masterclass in tension, deception, and grief turned inside out. And when the credits roll, you'll still be asking, what would you do if the dead came calling? So there you have it. 10 nightmares waiting on Netflix 2025. Psychological horror to melt your nerves. Supernatural thrillers to ruin your sleep. And a few cult classics that still cut deep. Which one scarred you most? Whisper it below, if you dare. Because remember, fear is better when it's shared.